Alright guys, we are back with another twab. We're just gonna get straight into it. I think there's another long one. I think this is actually the balancing stuff, I want to say. We'll find out. It's fine. This week in Destiny, we are just a few days away from our next expansion, The Edge of Fate. We are indeed. So, how about we give you some more information about what's to come to ease the wait. We also have information about the next raid. Okay, that's good, including its name. Oh, so let's check the topics below and let's get this twab started. I will always say twab, just saying that right now. This is obviously going to be a little bit of a longer video. There's not going to be many cuts. There's not going to be many edits here because, you know, it's a twab. Really not much you can do with these. So I do apologize if I stutter or mispronounce words. I do that a lot when I get excited. Anyway, so the list of topics that we've got here is the Edge of Fate is almost here, and our next raid is, and then we've got Rattler 9 ends soon, Brief 002. I want to see the new artifact, armor mod updates. Let's go over the incoming changes, sorry, and Bungie store sales. All right. We've already watched this. The Age of Fate launches next week on July 15th, and not only does our next expansion for Destiny 2 arrive, it's also the start of both the Year of Prophecy and the next beginning of our saga. The new story arc for the franchise. Fate Saga. Nice. We are incredibly excited, and we can't wait for you all to start playing the new content. To help with the wait, though, this week we publish a developer insights video covering some of the most intriguing aspects of the Edge of Fate. Here it is again if you haven't seen it. We have, or at least I have. It's on my channel right now if you guys want to go and check that out, and also I give a little bit of a breakdown as well. It's pretty good. Alright, if you are counting down the days until the Edge of Fate, you are not alone. It's hard to believe that only 5 more days remain. We are dying for you to experience it. Wander in the Desert Perpetual. Alright, the Edge of Fate raid launches on Saturday, July 19th, and we have much to share about it. We're not spoiling anything today, just showing its name, the Desert Perpetual. I really like that name. That's so 9, isn't it? That's so very 9. As it's tradition by now, the raid will launch in contest mode, our hardest difficulty, and it will be available for 48 hours. Those who look for eternal glory may want to compete in the world first raid. Good luck, Salta Greppo. He seems to be the guy that gets with the world's first, done. The first fire team to complete the raid on contest mode will earn raid belts. We will share the final details on the 7th of 17th TWAB, along with the new raid emblems and more. World's first raid information. Alright, so I guess this is important for anyone that wants to compete. I doubt I'll compete. It depends what the armor is, but who knows. We actually get to know what the exotic weapon is as well. Anyway, on July 19th at 10 a.m. PT, hundreds of fire teams all around the globe will compete to become the world's first race winners, but only one team will make it and take home the coveted world's first belt. We have some key details to help with your planning, including requirements for raid entry and updates to the world's first race completion criteria. I mean, they kind of touched upon that in their stream, to be honest with you, but, you know, we'll go through that now again, I guess. Contest mode will be enabled for 48 hours from July 19th at 8 a.m. PT to July 21st at 9:59 a.m. PT. Completing the Edge of Fate campaign at Legendary difficulty will get you contest ready, or you may need to complete the campaign at normal difficulty and then hunt for power before the raid goes live. Me, Max, and Logan are going to be doing this anyway. We will provide the exact power requirements prior to launch, so stay tuned for that. Entry requirements, completion of the Edge of Fate campaign, that's going to be an automatic thing. Completion criteria, fire teams don't need to return to orbit to finish the race. The first team to finish every encounter and loot the final chest will be declared the world's first winners and have their victory immortalized with the Desert Perpetual World First raid belts. Similar to past raids, we will be working tirelessly with our analytics and security teams to maintain the integrity of the challenge and the raid. When the first completion happens, we will verify through our internal systems and tools before we announce the winning team on our social media channels, and then we will start our more thorough security review. We don't want to make everyone wait around while we dig into this data, but if we do find that any cheating or violations have occurred, we reserve the right to disqualify a team and crown the next fire team in line world's first, even after the announcement. Once the world's first completion has been recorded, normal difficulty will go live. Players will also have a further 48 hours to complete contest mode if they desire, or simply hop into the normal mode once the raid is completed. For more details on the eligibility, please visit it here. Alright, watch the race. Players can watch these accounts while the world's first race is taking place. Will receive a power... Oh, the Power Hues emblem. Yeah, okay, cool. That's a Twitch drop. So you can watch the pre-show at Bungie. You've got Evan F, Wise Thug, Nexus Gaming, Merge One, Ellie Not Rain, Masio, and El Tab. Sorry if I get your names wrong. I do apologize. Alright, CB Gray will be giving out the limited codes for Power Hues emblem on his YouTube throughout the raid race as well. After the world's first race, gift a sub to any eligible Twitch channels in the Destiny 2 category streaming the Desert Perpetual raid from July 19th, 6 PM PT to receive the Golden Relief emblem. Remember to link your Bungie account. Yeah, that's all just automatic stuff. Alright, last week for Rite of the Nine. It is the last week before Rite of the Nine comes to an end, and that means it is also the last week for our dungeon-focused event, the Rite of the Nine, and for episode Heresy. That's true, the final episode for the final shape comes to an end. You have just a few more days to earn gear, complete triumphs, and unlock the Eternal and Heretical title. For this final week, we have a few extra things going on so you can earn the most out of the game. Daybreak is still active as a modifier, so you can go crazy using all of your abilities and your super to defeat your enemies. Weapon drops and end of activity rewards have been increased once again, and during this last week. And don't forget that don't forget about Xur. His will is not his own, but he brings gifts from the Nine. Last week, the Amazing Choir of One was available among his wares. Yeah, that is absolutely hot topic. So what other exotics will be part of the Edge of Fate featured gear? Will he bring this time? Go to a spot in the tower to discover it for yourself. Alright. The Rite of the Nine has been a unique experience, and we hope you enjoyed rediscovering Spire the Watcher, Ghost of the Deep, and Prophecy, and earned new shiny gear. Yeah, we love shiny gear. Holy Foil is also great as well. While getting a look at what the Nine are planning, even if Orin still speaks in riddles and what they say directly to us, well, also pretty confusing. Yeah, again, the problem with this as well, I just want to quickly put it out there. Those cutscenes that we had, because none of the voice lines were like... Well, the voice lines just weren't voiced. It was so difficult to read. And when different members of the Nine speak in different ways, and everything's moving so quickly, and you want to see the visuals that are all moving fast paced in the background, it was just so hard to like narrow everything down and just properly concentrate on the words. So that was a little bit annoying. Don't forget your Bungie rewards, celebrating your mastery within the Rite of the Nine by unlocking and claiming Bungie rewards now available on the Bungie store. All triumphs must be claimed in game. Alright, I do actually like the kind of wristband here. I do really, really like that. That's pretty sick. And this is a commissioned art as well, which I think looks absolutely sick as well. Alright, moving on from that, we do have Rite of the Nine tournament with Destiny Tracker. The final hurrah. Some of you may have participated last weekend in Destiny Tracker's Prophecy Dungeon speedrun completion. And then this week, we have more. From July 10th, 9 PM PT to July 12th at 9 PM PT, Spire the Watcher is the featured dungeon in Destiny Tracker's speedrun contest, and we've clarified some of the rules to ensure it's a fair game for everyone. I'm not going to delve too deep onto this. You can pause the video and read that if you want to. It's not really something that I am too fussed about. That's pretty funky. That's really cool as well. We saw that in the last twab. We will continue on from that though. That's a really, really cool emblem too. I do like that. Alright, Brief 002. Guardian Operative. Dispatch contains restricted information for select fire teams and will purge its data upon closure. Combatant Corsair. Classification: Elixni, House Exile, Combatant, Unknown Fungal Symbiosis, Hazards, Fight, Aerial Maneuverability, Jet Exhaust Burst, Akimbo Scatter Pistols. We need that as an actual weapon in the game, by the way. Explosive, Flight Pack. That's a cool background there. That looks really, really cool. I like that. Intel. The Corsair is an aerial combatant using close-range weaponry and highly maneuverable jump jet pack, which allows hovering and sustained flight. Guardian operatives report poorly shielded ignition coils could be a weak spot on the pack, causing a strong reactive ignition when stressed enough. Records pulled from the House of Exile systems, as well as Ido's records, indicate that the Corsairs were a role created during the Long Drift as boarding parties of the ship-to-ship raiders. While the other houses have deprecated this role, House Exile has not. I would expect a resurgence if jump jet tech reaches other houses. Skirmishes with House of Exile Corsairs described them as using hit-and-run tactics to distract operators, while Vandals with paracles of weaponry close in to neutralize Guardian threats. When engaging, fire teams are advised to overlay firing zones and stay mobile. Alright. Off note, Corsair jump jets run exclusively on fungal material as fuel. In the hierarchy of Elixni Station, Corsairs serve somewhere alongside Vandals, with some being revered as captains. It is a role where individuals can stand out and gain renown through their daring deployments of becoming notorious through unscrupulous ventures. Okay, brilliant. Oh, here we go, the artifacts. Now, this isn't the first time we've seen the artifact. We actually saw the artifact in their developer live streams. Alright, with a whole litany of system changes and the unexplored horizons of Kepler at Guardian's fingertips, the implement of Curiosity has been given to Guardians to help provide some well-deserved boost for their capabilities while chattering these new frontiers. See what we did there? Yeah, I do see what you did there. Oh, here we go. Lovely. This is what we want to see. All right, this is going to be interesting. So we're just going to go column by column. So we've got anti-barrier, scout, and pulse. Love that, because we've got the pulse rifle coming in, which has the special ammo. So obviously we know what that does. We've also got unstoppable sidearm and hand cannon. Love that as well. Big hand cannon user. Unstoppable sniper rifle. It's whatever. It's there. Overload shotgun. Yes, please. And overload rapid fire. Love that. That's really, really good. We've got flame fiber free, so combines the solar strand and solar stasis cipher mods into one. Love it. Authorized mods scavenger. All scavenger mods are discounted. One with frost. While frost armor is active, stasis weapons gain increased reload speed and stability. Stasis swords gain increased guard resist. Okay, well that would go really well with my stasis build. Tightly woven. While woven mail is active, gain increased class ability and grenade stat. I wonder how much the increase actually is. Rapid precision rifling, we obviously know what that is. Fever and chill. Rapid precision hits with soda weapons grant radiant. Rapid precision hits with stasis weapon grant frost armor. That's cool. I'll be using that. Elemental benevolence. Granting allies an elemental buff gives class ability energy. Frost renewal. While you have frost armor, taking critical damage releases a burst that freezes nearby combatants and grants frost armor to you and nearby allies. That is sick. That and this, that's going to be so good. Reciprocal draw. Rapid non-sidearm final blows grant sidearm a period of increased damage for a short time. And we've got refresh threads. Picking up an elemental pickup, matching your subclass element for Tangle while you have a strand super grants. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, I get you. Alright, Threaded Blast. Destroying a Tangled with strand damage increases the radius of the explosion damage. And then we got Cauterized Darkness. Stasis or strand debuffed non-boss combatants take increased solar damage from all sources. Okay, that'll be really, really good, especially if you're running Titan Consecration. You've got someone like me who uses Stasis. Alright, Elemental Daze. Stunning a champion with an elemental weapon creates an elemental aligned explosion, applying matching elemental debuff to them and nearby targets. You've got Shoulder to Shoulder. Dealing sustained precision damage against combatants while near 2 or more allies grants you damage resistance. That's good, especially running higher level content. That'd be good for the contest mode raid as well, actually. Elemental Coalescence. Defeating targets has a chance to create an elemental pickup matching your equipped super element. Cool. Radiant Shrapnel. Dealing sustained weapon damage while radiant or defeating a scorched combatant with a weapon causes the target to release solar projectiles that deal damage and scorch on impact. That would be really cool to see. Love that. Moving on, we've got Shield Crush. While we have Woven Mail, Frost Armor, or Void Overshield, your melee recharges faster and deals increased damage. Oh my god. While you are amplified or radiant, your grenade recharges faster. That is going to be so good for the Warlock build where you have the needles that you shoot out and then You've got the the arc surge where you do the arc teleport, and to be honest with you, that would actually work really well with frost armor, with frost renewal and fever chill. I do like that. Elemental Overdrive. Picking up an elemental pickup or tangle grants increased damage to weapons of the same element. Then we've also got Tangled Web. Creating a tangle by defeating a strand debuff target suspends nearby enemies. That'd be really cool for the new Hunter exotic that you guys are getting. And then finishing off with Frigid Glare. While Frost Armor is active, a lot of Frost Armor here. Stasis Precision Final Blows cause combatants to release a freezing burst. Yes, please! Absolutely will be using that. So Frigid Glare with Frost Renewal and Shield Crush and Fever Chill. Oh my god, that's gonna be great. I can't wait to use that. That's gonna be sick. Alright, moving on. We've got Armor Mods changes. Okay. Hi all, it's the Sandbox team here. With all the changes coming to the Sandbox in the Edge of Fate, we found that there was a few armor mods that needed attention to better fit into the new system, so let's talk about them. First, with the new introduction of the new ammo meter system, that's the special power ammo meter below your weapon's ammo counter, we've done a pass on various ammo related parts of the sandbox. For example, we replaced the inventory stat on weapons with the new ammo generated stat, which affects how much a given weapon contributes towards your ammo meters, and selected specific fixed or minimally variable ammo inventory values for each weapon type. This includes or impacts various armor mods, so we've given them a little bit of a tuning. Cool. Alright, so what does that actually look like? So, ammo finders now improve contributions towards the corresponding meter. Yeah, that just makes sense. Reserve mods on chest armors have been deprecated and replaced with ammo generation mods. Okay. Scavenger mods will continue to work as before. Okay. Oh, what's that? And continue to be disabled. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. And scout mods have been deprecated. Okay, cool. In addition to ammo related changes, some other mods have gotten some adjustments to account for the stat changes coming with Armor 3.0. That was me, not you. First, we have the basic stat mods. So armor mods that influence stats such as plus 10 stat mods, artifact mods, and font mods have been converted to use the Armor 3.0 stats. Basic armor stat mods now all have the same mod energy cost. That's good. All plus 10 stat mods now cost 3 energy, and all 5 stat mods now cost 1 energy. That's also really good. Since their value is heavily tied to the value of the stats they grant, font mods have historically been ineffective compared to other options. However, in the internal playtest, the Armor 3.0 stat rework catapulted them to complete dominance. Even with this adjustment, these mods remain notably more potent than they were prior to the Edge of Fate, as they are one of the only ways to push beyond the stats available on armor alone. Okay, that I actually cannot wait to see. So reduce the benefit granted of the font armor mods plus 30, plus 50, plus 60 for 1, 2, 3 stacks to plus 20, plus 40, plus 50. Okay, interesting. There's going to be a lot that I play around with when the actual game comes out. So, yeah, we'll just have to see what that translates to. Moving on from that, they go on to say that with the release of Edge of Fate, the player-facing mobility stat will be deprecated, while each Guardian will have its effects its effects set to the base value, the equivalent of 30 mobility for Titans, Warlocks, and 40 for Hunters. Guardians that prefer to stay a little bit more mobile need a more flexible way to access those effects. Added new Legs Armor mod, Enhanced Athletics, which increases your base movement speed and jump. So 1, 2, 3 stacks provide plus 30, 50, and 60 of the previously available mobility stat. No additional mobility bonuses provided as part of some other effects, such as amplified effect, lightweight frame weapons will continue to boost movement speed and jump height as they have previously. The new versions of mobility stat has a higher upper limit than it currently does in live, allowing you to stack up to 130 points instead of the previous cap of 100, so you can gain the additional benefits from multiple sources in ways that were not previously possible pre the Edge of Fate. Alright. The leg armor mods recuperation has been a mainstay across the game for quite a while now, owing to its nearly unconditional benefit to survivability. While essential for the survivability of certain builds, it's a natural as a must pick option has reduced the amount of space other leg mods have to thrive. That's true. Sometimes when you have something that's just generically the most amazing thing, like why would you ever switch to something else, right? So with the Armor 3.0 stat rework, this needs a subclass agnostic healing source is now covered by the health stat, let alone many other tools such as weapon perks, heal clip introduced in Season of the Witch, which some of the new set bonuses coming with the Edge of Fate. Our goal for recuperation to remain our goal is for recuperation to remain a helpful pick for more aggressive subclasses and builds without other access to healing, or for players who want to save their armor stats for more flashy options. Okay, we'll see what that looks like. However, its current impact on one of the most fundamental problems Guardians face does not match its low cost, so we've reduced its impact. We'll be keeping an especially close eye on this change throughout the Edge of Fate to ensure that it's having the intended effect rather than invalidating builds that rely on its effect to function. Alright, so reduce the healing granted by collecting an orb of power with the recuperation armor mod equipped from 70 to 15. Oh my god. Everything we have talked about. So we've got the Edge of Fate recap, blah blah blah, the portal. We've spoken a lot about the portal. Now we've got Bungie sale. Celebrate Bungie Day with the Bungie Day sale at the Bungie store. Take advantage of exciting savings in the Fateful Deals category. We'll see what that looks like in just a moment. Up on your Bungie rewards with a flat rate shipping. Okay. If you haven't picked up the Nerf Limited Destiny 2 Ace of Spades Blaster, now's your chance because it's 10% off. Or the Oryx or Crota plush. I actually do like those plushes. And for the Destiny collectors, take advantage of the retired... Yeah, you know what? Let's have a look at that. Brilliant. That looks great. So moving on, we have also... Oh, here we go. So $7 flat shipping rate. I see. Then we've got the Bungie Day emblems. We have a quick update to our current emblems. Yes, they actually spoke about this on Twitter. So if you guys want to go and check that out, check that Twitter or just pause this video now. I've already read this. I am aware of it. I really want... this bloody shader. I think that looks so cool. I don't know when it's available though. We're just 4 days into the Bungie Day campaign. We've already joined together to raise more than $400,000. That's insane to support communities in need. Guardians are once again proving their compassion knows no bounds, and their commitment to making a dent in the universe is their DNA. Yeah, that's cool. Let's have a look. Let's just have a look. Rewards. Where is the shader? Oh, that's it. Oh, it's 25. Available in 4. Oh, this isn't available right now. And there's... Oh, right. So you can get a maximum of 2. Wait, what? How does that make sense? That's available in 4 days' time. Why would they time lock that? That seems a little bit strange or interesting. Sure. Anyway, our 7th column Chaos PvP tournament is in full swing, with some epic matches already going down and a full slate of Chaos on deck for this weekend. Oh my god. That looks sick. That looks really good. I really like that. Let's keep the momentum going and continue to shine light where it's most needed. That's really cool. I really like that Sunshot ornament. I don't even use Sunshot and it looks cool. Twitch drops. Lovely. Astral Drake helmet update. Okay. We have previously shipped to fix the Astral Stasis Drake Hunter Cowl. Oh, okay. Don't care about that. That's fine. They're probably going to be talking... here we go. The Edge of Fate preload. So preload for a 9.0.0.1 will be available prior to the game's release. Below are the preload times. PlayStation, Xbox, Steam. Here we go. Preload will be shortly after Destiny 2 is taken offline. Oh, okay. So literally it's exactly the same as last year then. Fine. Storage requirements. So Steam is storage needed for installation. Destiny file size after. I mean, yeah. To be honest with you, I don't care about the storage size. I've got like a 2 terabyte SSD. This is absolutely fine. Obviously, for console players, it's not the most amazing, but I'll be honest with you. Like, I would much rather have a large game than, you know, content being taken away. All right, the Edge of Fate Day 1 known issues list. I mean, to be fair, there's only one thing here. We are finalizing our list of certain information and issues we are investigating that we want players to be aware of prior to the launch of the Edge of Fate. We expect this... All right, okay, fine. So that's on the 15th of July. So that's literally... Oh, they're gonna publish the list literally the day it comes out. Okay. Okay, known issues, memento shaders, this is not intended. That genuinely makes me upset, and I think I say this every single week. That is gorgeous. Oh my god. Fair play. Sometimes I like to see the art that people say. With that, the final TWID before the launch of the Edge of Fate is complete. We hope everyone is ready for what is to come. Some of you might be working towards getting your vaults, gear, builds, and more sorted out. You still have time to do that, or to complete some of the triumphs you are missing to earn last-minute Route the 9 Heresy gear, Route 9 or Heresy gear, and complete seasonal challenges to get some extra bright dust. By the way, I think I said I'd like to see what people say. I meant like submit. My bad. We can't wait to get your reactions on the new content and to hear your feedback on the new systems we have implemented. Our goal is to keep Destiny 2 fresh, fun, and overall that is still a game that you love to play for years to come. They are constantly pushing the new systems, and it makes me so nervous that they keep on pushing that. They keep on pushing the new systems and the UI updates in the portal as that's the expansion that we're getting. Like, that's the bit that I'm nervous about. We've spoken so much about UI updates, Armor 3.0, weapon tiering, kill effects on weapons, the portal, the new system that we're using to launch into the Edge of Fate and all that sort of stuff. We've spoken so much about that I think it's almost kind of, I don't want to say brainwashed, but it's almost like people are now considering this huge system update as the Edge of Fate expansion when it's really not. That's just shipping alongside the Edge of Fate expansion. Regardless of the Edge of Fate and what we're getting with that, all of those UI updates and all that sort of jazz, that was probably going to happen in the game anyway because, you know, they're always making updates to the game, right? So the actual expansion that is the Edge of Fate, which is not the new systems that they've implemented, that's the bit that I am interested in. Anyway, they end by saying a decade is nothing, and the hyperlink that we have got today is probably a cat. Yep, there you go. Brilliant. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. What did you think of today's TWAB? Is there anything that you want to see in Edge of Fate? What's the main thing that you're excited for about an Edge of Fate? Yeah, 5 days to go. Guys, we're going to be live streaming the Edge of Fate when it comes out, so definitely stop by for that, and I appreciate your time today. Take care, guys.